Hello, welcome with this video series about how to get more visitors to your website and not only get more visitors but actually make these visitors book. We're going to do this with some easy to implement framework but also with best cases from other CBI companies. My name is Guido van der Graaf. I've been a digital marketer for more than 2 decades, and I've been helping tour operators for CBI in Nepal, Zambia, and Myanmar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use you the tips that are already offered in the CBI Market Information tourism website. I will show you what companies did with those tips and how you can use them on your website. If you have any questions, do leave them in the comments. I'll try to look at it now and then to answer those questions. If we get a lot of questions, who knows, maybe we will dedicate a special webinar to it. Um, I wish you will have a lot of inspiration from this video and of course a lot more visitors and bookers. In the upcoming videos, you're going to learn how to get more visitors on your website by focusing and executing your strategy consistently. With that strategy, you need content. And for that content, we're going to use a framework because we have to inspire, but we also have to help people. We need to prove that you're the right company and we also need to sell your products. If we have that content, it's time to make a website. We'll show the most important templates: homepage, destination, itinerary, and blocks. And we will show you with the help of best case examples how you can implement your strategy consistently with outstanding content so that you will get more visitors and turn those visitors into bookers. To be successful online, you first need to set your strategy. And the document How to Be Successful Online suggests you need to identify a niche. You need to set your goals, objectives. You need to understand what your unique selling point is. What makes my company different from another company? Why should my customers choose from you? And to who are you actually selling? What are your key customers? Are you selling to families, maybe solo travelers, women, etc.? To define this, I think it's really important that you first define your vision. And let's have a look at companies who defined a very clear vision. A great example of a company that shows their vision is ETL Ethiopian Tours, a CBI company. And they show we're responsible and we are also taking care of you in a reliable way. They find that important, but they're also woman for women. So they think, okay, we are a woman-led company and we stand for woman cases. And they are the only woman for women's travel group in Ethiopia. So if you as a customer finds that important, it's almost a no-brainer to choose for this company. And so they turned their vision into very strong sales arguments. A really good example of showing vision on the website is Interpret, who wants to be the best travel company for the world. So not only in the world, but also for the world. And they want to use their travelers to help them create, let's say, a better world. And not on a boring way, no, on a fun way. You always see that their travelers have a lot of fun. They call it the joy of travel. So creating change through the joy of travel. That's really what they live. So you see always a lot of happy people on the Interpret website, but not just happy, but also doing good. And here, very nicely, also looking fresh and putting into a new trend of wellness. And then they back that up with certification. So everything is aligned. We're here to do good. We believe in travel with a purpose. And you, as a traveler, can be part of that. And they also show you with the help of blogs how. Nicely done. The CBI Market Information document, How to Be Successful Online, says that the first step you need to take to be successful is to identify your needs with the help of a SWOT. What are your strengths? But also analyze your sold products. To who am I selling it? To which countries am I selling it? And if you know that, what are your top products? And can you build a niche around it? You know what are your top products and your top markets? Then you go to market information slash tourism. This is the main portal of all the market information documents from CBI. Here you scroll down, and then on the right side, you see this niche wheel, which market segment is and niche. You can also go directly, but I suggest you go to the niche wheel. And once you click on it, you come on this website, and there you have a wheel with the different main niches. Well, most of the time, it's quite common sense to select your main category. So, for example, nature. So, if we go and we click here on this bird, then what happens is you see all the sub parts that are connected with nature. And that's really interesting because based on that, you can select your market and you can learn about your market. So, let's say, for example, bird watching. So if you go to birdwatching, you get a small information here. You see that there are actually different kind of personas in birdwatching. And if you want to read more about it, you go to the study. Standard, the niche wheel sends you to the market potential study where you can learn how the market looks like, how many people actually like bird watching in Europe. So you can discover then if that market is interesting for you. If you decide that it's interesting for you, there's also always another document, and that document goes about market entry. And there you learn how do you actually enter the market, in this case for bird watching, so for your niche. Super handy to follow this system. So the niche wheel helps you to identify your niche and the market potential documents to see if the market is interesting, in the market entry documents to enter the market. So step 1 and 3 can be done with those documents. Now it's time to carve your unique selling points. What makes you unique compared to your competitors? Why should travelers do business with your company? To define your unique selling points, you can get the help of the CBI document, How to Determine Your Unique Value Proposition, which is actually about positioning of your products or maybe a destination. But a lot of things are also related to creating your unique selling point. What's really interesting is the how do you write your sentences? It has to be short, it has to be clear. So we're going to look at some of the examples of CBI companies around the world and some best cases outside CBI. The first example that we're going to look at is from Freeland, Ethiopia. They have created 4 very easy to read unique selling points, and they used icons to get their message clear. Then they used bold headers with a very short message of what the unique selling point is, like IATA accredited responsible travel. They had a one-line explanation of what that actually means. So this is very clear, very fast to consume. Also, Myanmar Upland, another CBI company, has done very nice unique selling points. And they mention it under a section, Why Travel With Us. Again, very small, and they use icons. Tailor-made tour packages. But if you want to know a little bit more about it, they did it very cleverly. You can click on it, you can read more about it. So this is a nice way of making it very short, easy to communicate, but if people want to know a little bit more, you can actually click on it and read more. Another really good example of unique selling points is from former CBI company Gap Year Nepal, who approach it very visual. They have a lot of beautiful photos close together under a header, Why Gap Year Nepal? Oh, with us you can discover the unknown, and they show their personas, young people going and find their way on a trail, an enthusiastic young lady here doing adventure travel, another young lady learning life skills from a Nepali farmer. So, very quick overview. Hey, what is Gap Year about? What is it different from other companies? Why should I choose for this company? Another example is explore.co.uk, who's combining their unique selling points that they present in icons with a nice tagline. The adventure travel company that you can trust. And this is the reason why 98% of the customers say they book again their adventure with us. Another great example is World Safaris. They flip it. They really look from the perspective of the customers. Hey, your life is complicated. You don't want to organize all these things. Let us arrange it for you. You know, time is money. Not only money, but also serve time. If you let arrange us your holiday, you have more time to serve. And you're not alone. We back you up. Not just as a company, but we're actually your friend. Really nice way of approaching your unique selling points. To work on your key clients, you probably first want to select your target markets. And don't go too wild, select two, three target markets is what the documents suggest. To identify your target markets, hey, you look at the market potential of each market in your niche. But you can also re-verify your feelings with going to Google Trends. And for example, see how fast the market is recovering. You can search there for a keyword like safari in Africa and then worldwide. And you see that, hey, actually, it's quite interesting. Most of the searches in the world currently are actually coming from Africa itself. So, if you want to make money with safaris in Africa, the local or regional market might be the market to target to. Another thing that you could look into is in the CBI document how to forecast tourism demand. What you can find there is a dashboard how European countries are recovering and what they are searching in Google Trends. So we already created some dashboards for you so that you can quickly extract the information and select what kind of target markets. Don't select too many. You want to focus in the upcoming year. Now it's time to make a persona. A great help to make your persona can be found in the document on how to start your tourism product. Um, and the instructions that they give, we're not going to go through it, is, but ask questions. Who is your persona? What kind of age does he or she have? What does he like? Where can does this person search information on the internet? What kind of websites do they visit before they book with you? And eventually, you create something like a personal profile that helps you to give insight of what this specific key client of you actually is. And that's very helpful because then you can start collecting the right content. Like, for example, Myanmar Upperland has done here. They know, okay, we have a little bit older public that likes these kind of tours, so we're going to show people who are of a certain age in our imagery. Or here, look at Bhutan's swallowtail, who thinks, okay, yeah, we're targeting for family holidays, so they make it very clear that that is what they offer. Or they have specific products for people who love flowers. And if we want to look at a really good example, then this example from Costa Rica family holidays is really, really nice. This website breathes family holidays from the beginning until the end. All photos are with families or children enjoying their holidays. And they could only create this website because they created a very good persona. Creating a persona doesn't only help you with getting the best images, it also helps you with getting the right message across to your persona. Like, for example, this family, they don't want to wait. They want to relax in a free airport lounge and a fast track security. So they wrote down as a pain point standing in the queue at the airport. So again, they repeated holiday doesn't start with a queue. And apparently, they also thought these families, they don't want a hassle, they just want everything arranged. So everything's better on the beach and is ready when you are. And that brings us to the end of the strategy session, where a vision led us to look at our strengths and to identify our niche, where we looked at target markets and personas, carved a unique selling point. Next, we're going to look at content that fits within our strategy.